Hello, my name is Natalia Porsche and I am an immigration attorney in the United States. And in this video, I will talk about Form 485, specifically new requirements on Form 485. 485, as we all know, it's the form to register permanent residency here in the United States. So let's discuss these new requirements. So first of all, I would like to say that public charge law is the main things that have been changed in on this form, right? So we have a specific paragraph now on this form 485, which asks you questions regarding public charge, and I guess the government will be looking at answers you provide on this form to determine whether you likely will become a public charge in the future. Well, let's look at the specific questions on this form and what do they ask, what do they mean. Okay, for example, let's look at question number 61. Question number 61 asks you about your income. Question 61 asking you about the household size. How many people in your household? Okay, so that's question number 61. Next, question number 63 asks you about your total income. Which you make, which likely, you will have to support yourself and any people who are dependent on you. Question number 64 asks you about your assets, total value of your assets that you have. So question number 65 asks you about liabilities, right? What kind of liabilities you have? Question number 66 asks you about highest degree level of education that you have. And as well as question number 67, which is very relevant also to question number 66, asks you about specific skills and certificates that you possess. So what the government is trying to do, the government is trying to determine whether you are whether you can support yourself and support any dependents if you have any dependents, for instance, children, right? So also question number 67 asks you about if you ever been a recipient of Social Security income, SSI, or TANF, TANF. TANF, it's the temporary assistance for needy families, right? If you ever apply for this kind of cash assistance in your state where you live, right? So this also question number 68, which is also kind of relevant to this, ask you about 68B, ask you about whether you have been ever institutionalized, and you use Medicaid for that, treatment, right? And they're interested in a long-term treatment. And that's also will be, the federal government will look at this also in order to determine whether you will likely to become a public charge in the future. Why this is happening, like why Biden's administration is doing this kind of things? Well, in my opinion, they're trying to find out, whether, because I think that is such a, big issue in the United States, that they're trying to find out whether the United States, whether it's in a good interest, the best interest of the United States for you to become a permanent resident and in the future to become a citizen, whether you will be supporting this country, whether you will be contributing to this country, or whether you will be a debt to this country, right? So it's again, they're trying to see whether you are going to be an asset or whether you're going to be a debt. So and you have to be very careful answering this question. So if you have any doubt what to write, I would suggest just speak with an experienced immigration attorney to answer questions like this. They're also very, very similar to questions on Form 864, I think. It's the affidavit of support. So they're kind of somewhat identical. That affidavit of support form also want to know, the household side and whether this person through whom you're doing the adjustment, for example, right, your relative, whether this person is going to support you or not. So this sort of I think it kind of recaptures everything. I think it's important, like I said, to answer truthfully on your 485 application, because you are going to be signing that application under oath, saying that you read and you understand everything. If you don't speak English, of course you need an interpreter who will interpret for you, and you of course you will have to use that name of the interpreter in your application if you don't speak English language. So make sure you have the interpreter who can help you to understand questions on your 408 form, new form 485. And I believe that this form is actionable from December 23rd, 2022. So you will have to use new form, right? So if you attempt to use old form, you're filing old form, it will be rejected, and you are really in danger of losing your fees. So I would suggest not to do it. Be very careful, read all the instructions on USCIS website, and if you have any questions, you can always contact our office. I will leave a book a consultation. I will leave our website where you can go and book your consultation if you're interested in setting up a consultation to speak about your questions, your issues that you're having. If you like this video, put thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.